Welcome, kids, one and all, to my Halloween special. Well, I will review a game so scary and so terrifying that it will scare...
It's November 2nd, sir.
The hell do you mean it's November 2nd? It's October 31st. I checked my watch, it says it's November 2nd. Shit. It's the Christmas special, apparently. Enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome to the Paints the Admin Show. This is where I'm going to be doing top 10s and reviews and all those other kinds of videos. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't really think of any other types of videos I'll be doing. But anyway, so let's go and get started. I'm going to be reviewing the game called Deadlight today. So yeah, let's do it. Back in 2012, Microsoft Studios published a game developed by Tequila Works called Deadlight. This was actually Tequila Works' very first game ever developed as a team. The employees did have experience prior to this, seeing as how some of them did work at companies such as Blizzard and Sony. The game was first released August 1st on the Xbox 360 and then made its way onto Steam October 25th later that same year. It ran off the Unreal Engine 3 and it was received with mixed reviews, some ranging from 5 out of 10 all the way to 8.5 out of 10. Now let's move on to the gameplay. Deadlight is a side-scrolling platformer / action-adventure game, similar to something like Metroid or the old NES Mario games. But this game also has a 3D background with things that are interactive that aren't always on the same plane as your character is. This is called 2.5D. Some other examples of this would be Shadow Complex on the Xbox Arcade, or Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3. This allows for more interesting game mechanics such as shooting something to open a vent for you to crawl through, or moving an object onto your plane to block enemies or climb onto to progress your adventure. In the game you're going to get a total of 4 weapons, the first being the Firefighter's Axe, which is mostly used for knocking down zombies to get past them because killing them is not recommended because it takes a lot of time and energy just to kill one, and when you're surrounded by a horde, you want to get out of there before you're killed. The second is the pistol. It's great as long as you get headshots, but body shots do almost nothing to the zombies and make you very vulnerable and use up your ammo. The third technically isn't used as a weapon, it's more of a puzzle solving tool. It's the slingshot. While you can't even so much as stun a zombie with it, you can activate traps or set off car alarms to distract zombies while they slip past. And the last is the shotgun, which you get in the last sections of the game. It definitely helps you since you don't have to get headshot with it to get an insta-kill, and you can hit multiple targets. Though the ammo is quite scarce in the game, so using it is more of a last resort than anything else. The platforming in this game is for the most part pretty smooth, and at the same time your character feels very heavy and sluggish, but in a good way. He's athletic, but not so much so that he can eternally sprint. His energy meter doesn't instantly refill either, which makes you decide if you want to sprint to your next destination, or take the slow walk to preserve your energy in case you need to use your axe. Another bit of platforming is of course the jumping. Your character can jump pretty far, but if you try to immediately jump again as soon as you land, it'll be a lot slower and not nearly as far, which further brings the human element to your character. Though while this game does run very smoothly and efficiently, there are a handful of faults in the gameplay, such as that the game is a bit too unforgiving. At times I would find myself stuck because I was overrun with zombies and it didn't give me a chance to shoot or swing my axe, and I had been killed instantly. The hitboxes on the zombies are also very not on point, which leads you to getting killed due to the connection of a gunshot or a swing of an axe not counting. There's also a handful of glitches that I encountered in the game that had gotten me killed, or just gotten me stuck entirely, though there was nothing that caused the game to crash, thankfully. There's really not much to say about the music in this game other than that it does really well in setting the mood. The main menu theme is very dark and eerie, and as you progress through the game, the music will change befitting to the mood. There's a lot of orchestral tones in the music such as violins, cellos, and the piano. It's very calm and doesn't dominate the sounds of the game, but at the same time still gives you that feeling that something is off. That even in this messed up world there's something worse just waiting around the corner. The game is set in 1986 in a post-apocalyptic Seattle. Your character is former Canadian Park Ranger Randall Wayne. He has come to the city in hopes of finding his wife and daughter at a supposed safe point that is rumored to be within the city. At the beginning of the game, you're put with a group of survivors: Ben, a friend from Canada, Sam, an elderly police officer, and two twin sisters, Stella and Carla. In the opening cutscene, Randall shoots Carla in the head because she has been bitten, and is about to turn to what the game refers to as a shadow, aka a zombie, and you get separated from the rest of your group. Throughout the game, there are signs telling of a new form of government only known as the New Law, and later in the game, when you come across a wounded Sam, you discover that the New Law is nothing more than a group of tyrants, who kill who they want and take what they want. Sam sadly dies from blood loss. Later on, you get cornered by a group of shadows, and an old man living in the sewers who calls himself the Rat saves you. But while you're unconscious, you have what seems to be a vision in Randall's hometown in Canada. And after waking up and navigating his death trap of a home and bringing back the Rat's son, he tells you that Ben is in the stadium, and when you find him, you discover that the New Law is there, and they're about to kill Ben by unleashing a shadow on him. You save him and get him his medicine, though Ben is very weak, and while flying a helicopter to try and find Stella and Randall's family, he goes unconscious and the helicopter crashes, with Ben dying in it. When you crash, you revisit that vision, though it's much darker and you progress further than you did before. You survive and you carry on. Eventually you do get captured by the New Law, and you're taken to their base. You immediately escape and you save Stella. Though while navigating the base, you get caught at a dead end, and the only escape is to swim to a boat, and sadly Randall cannot swim. Stella begs Randall to kill her so she doesn't become a shadow, which brings back the memory that he had buried so deep. You encounter this flashback over and over throughout the game, getting a bit further each time you visit it. He killed his wife and daughter to spare them from becoming shadows. They were already dead throughout the entire game. Randall realizes that there is another choice, that you can live to fight another day, so he sacrifices himself to save Stella, so she can live and continue on. There is an alternate ending in the hardest difficulty, Nightmare Mode, which shows that Randall was actually a murderer. He killed Carla even though she wasn't bitten, smothered Sam, and choked Ben while he was flying the helicopter. The ending was him coming to terms with who he is and what he had become. Also, I felt the need to mention that Randall's hometown is having a maple syrup festival, just in case you didn't already know that he was from Canada. After beating the game, there is a small handful of things to keep yourself entertained. The biggest of them all is the Nightmare Mode, where you have to play the entire game in one go without dying, or it's back to the beginning. And if you do actually beat it, you're treated with an alternate ending with some story-changing stuff. Another thing is the collectibles. There's a lot of backstory to be found in Randall's diary and the other collectibles, and they're pretty fun to hunt down. Lastly, there's the minigames. These are here pretty much solely for giving you extra achievements and about 3 minutes of your time. They're like the Game & Watch games of the old Nintendo days, except a lot less fun. So for my final rating, I give this game a buy it on sale. While it did suffer from frame lag, glitches, and little replayability, it was a lot of fun, and the story was really entertaining for the first time around. Though the price of $15 is a bit steep, if you can find it on sale, I say it's well worth it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, wait, why are you still here? I kept you for this long? Wait, you're probably dead, aren't you? That's it. Well, if you are alive for some reason, you can click on the left and you can see my Pokemon Top 10 Bosses thing. And on the right, you can see my Star Wars Let's Play that I did not too long ago. And if you want to keep up to date with my videos, you can click the subscribe button. So yeah, I'm terrible at editing videos, and I'll probably just cut myself off right about